If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, what are some of the best medications to treat social anxiety disorder? Answer by Michael Anthony. Social anxiety disorder is nasty, and I feel tremendous sympathy and compassion for you. It's unlikely you'll find anyone on this site who has as deep an understanding and knowledge about social anxiety as your current writer. It'll do well to pay close attention to my answer, as I care deeply about people with social anxiety. As you no doubt know, social anxiety disorder dominates sufferers' lives. It negatively impacts life in a million ways. I feel for you, and pray you find treatment. I advise strongly that you find a psychiatrist who specializes in anxiety disorders, and better yet, social anxiety disorders. Better yet, if there is a university-affiliated medical center near you, call them and see if they have a center/clinic that specializes in social anxiety disorder. Most treaters have very little understanding of the terrible toll this disorder takes, and less idea of how to aggressively treat it. Social anxiety is disabling, and, unless you are a sufferer, people in general have no understanding of how crippling this disorder is. My ex-spouse used to laugh, as getting nervous before a party seemed, well, silly. Okay, I want you to know I get it, but you should also know that finding the right medicine is usually only part of the treatment, although I've had patients show remarkable responses at times. So, you've probably tried Toastmasters, individual therapy, and group therapy, but nothing seems to help. Rest assured, combination therapy usually works, but medicine was always a part of my patient's treatment plan. Therapy alone just never worked. The serotonin selective reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, are the go-to medication. They almost always help. The problem I saw again and again and again is that treaters rarely knew how to dose them, and almost always were too conservative in dosing. I'm not a big fan of benzodiazepines in social anxiety. They help temporarily, but anxious people will often chase the calm, as I call it. They keep needing an increased dose, and never achieve a satisfactory, stable increase in their confidence. The beta blockers, used in cardiac problems/hypertension, can help, and I sometimes use them for patients with residual symptoms in combination therapy. A combination of appropriately dosed SSRIs and individual and group therapy almost always help my people. Because of confidentiality, I can't talk about some of the remarkable improvements people commonly make, from homeless to Hollywood honestly, but get treatment. The best, kindest, most compassionate people in the world have been social anxiety sufferers. The socially anxious people were always kind and compassionate. The one thing holding these people back from living fulfilling lives was their social anxiety. A psychiatrist with an understanding of how to treat this disorder can change your life. Get treatment and join the world. Answer by Aroma Sharma. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm going to be a bit straightforward about this. No medicine can ever cure social anxiety, or any mental health related issue for that matter. Medicines can only control some things, that too, with psychiatric counseling. How you behave is still up to you. If a person isn't willing, of course, no medicine can help you, and that's a fact. To help with one's social anxiety, the best thing he or she can do, which most people would advise, is talk. Do things which express you a lot more. Never run away from what you think would make you afraid or something that would embarrass you. Yes, you might slip some words in between and act a bit stupid sometimes, but remember, practice helps people a lot. To add on, you can join clubs of your choice on internet to help with it. You can download applications on the Play Store which helps you to socialize with people via FaceTime. Omegle, talk to strangers. You can use Omegle video call feature. Make sure to put the non-adult filter thing on, else, you know, there are a lot of perks on the internet, to interact with more people. Most importantly, talk or get professional help. Asking people on the internet may only help you 2030%, and please, do not rely on just any advice you get on here. Internet is not a good place to discuss about solutions and symptoms of mental health related issues. Hope that helped. Answer by Twishi Chand. Hello Leo, thank you for the answer request. I would like to bring to your notice that therapists and psychologists do not prescribe medicines. It is the psychiatrists who do so. Therefore I will not be able to tell you which medicine is the best for social anxiety. But one must remember that it is always advisable to visit a psychiatrist and then take what they prescribe, instead of taking any medicine that you read or hear about. The negative implications can be significant, and it is something that should not be experimented with, especially without the supervision of a knowledgeable professional, in this case a psychiatrist. Social anxiety can be quite debilitating, and if the need for medication has arisen, then it must be distressful. Therefore, I would suggest you to seek professional support from a psychologist to tackle your or your dear one's anxiety.